90s.
Oof.
Yeah, no Pride
where
for
it is
me.
right now.
Was going to go on Saturday, but decided nope.
Choose one. Be proud. Don't have heat stroke.
Yeah.
So, what are we waiting on?
Me. That was the
As long as we're on.
point. That was, I know that it probably seemed unintelligible, but that was a reason for the I was asleep until 6 o'clock today story.
Oh, yeah, I didn't hear a single word you said. It just kind of, you sound like you were mumbling.
Oh, all right. I did get a new microphone, so the goal is for this one to make sure that it actually picks up the full. I'm trying to get, because I do a lot of voices, not like I do a lot of voices or anything, but I oftentimes when I listen back to recordings, I find that once I go above a certain pitch, it typically just cuts out my old one. This one I'm hoping for some more like actual coverage of it. So hopefully that's coming through. If not, then whatever. Here's $50.
You're coming through very clearly, and so we'll see.
Cool. Good. Okay. Just one more.
I need to figure out what I'm going to do for dinner.
You could do what I'm doing, which is Domino's.
Yeah,
Pizza is so
that option is off the table for me for multiple reasons. I've got like $3 in my account, and they support Israel.
I see.
I forgot.
That would be a.
things.
Did they? I mean,
Well,
not be far
that's-
be it for me to
that's
know
an easy-
what they're doing, but did they actually make a statement saying they support Israel?
They give money.
Oh God. All right. I know that we can talk about political stuff. Can we please not go into Israel Palestine? Is that something that we could just? Is that something that we could maybe just say we don't do? Well, y'all are. I love all of you, but let's not.
I'm not gonna. I have literally stayed off of Facebook because I do not want to see it, talk about it, nothing. Nothing. I'm away from it. I was just shocked, but
don't look away from genocide.
Yeah. On a completely unrelated note, Iraq has declared the Canadian military terrorists.
Correct.
Well, I mean,
I don't know. And the question is,
why?
Half the Geneva Convention exists because of Canada.
The Canadian military is literally just like they were the guys who thought of, hey, what if we just get a bunch of food aid and we stick a bunch of grenades in there, and when people take the can off the stack, it explodes and we get a bunch of Germans.
Okay.
Oh, Canada.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I'm
I'm
gonna
ready when
make
you
some
are.
cacio e pepe.
That's such a good dinner.
It really is.
It's just
Oh, the
it's like very.
Dominoes.
I mean, frankly, I would take Jack's cacio e pepe any time of the week if you know what I'm saying.
Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Know what I mean? Know what I mean?
I
Say no
don't
more.
know
Say
what
no
that
more.
means.
Oh, nod's as good as a wink to a blind bet.
Hey, yeah, HR.
Yeah, I'm not down for Israel Palestine. I am down for sexual
The sickness?
harassment.
Floppy noodles covered in cheese.
No.
Yikes! Yikes!
I
No.
won this
Man.
group.
Jail.
Yeah.
Jail for 10,000 years.
Hell. Oh man, that's very funny. Okay. I am almost ready to go, everybody. If everybody would, oh god, is that the scale that we're actually going with? I suppose it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do we still have our wounds from last session?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I have strain, but no wounds. Oh, hold on.
You shouldn't have
that's
any
not-
strain.
Okay, strain is gone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
strain goes away at the
recover.
end of a fight.
You
Yeah.
recover a certain amount of strain at the end of a fight.
Yeah.
My darling Lina healed me from all my wounds, so I don't have any wounds anymore.
Well, I mean, I would have done for anybody. I mean, you needed my help.
Stuttering is S tier.
And
Sorry, what did you say, Jack?
The stuttering is S tier.
Thank you. What's great is it gives me time to think about what I actually want to say.
Right?
This is a complete change from having to actually be confident in my decisions.
That
Eat a dick, Edwards!
That has got to be on the pregame banter.
Oh, everything's on the pregame banter for the last almost 8 minutes.
Oh, including the Israel-Palestine stuff? I love that.
I realized
God,
it wasn't
please.
recording when I got up to get a coffee, so as I put the coffee on, I went and hit the record button. So there's even a solid 2 minutes that I don't know what's on there.
Oh, I love
Definitely
that.
can't mention that on YouTube.
Yep.
I,
Yeah,
And Spotify. We've upgraded.
yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I went to the Spotify feed.
We're a
I have now
podcast now.
subscribed. I have
So for
subscribed
all of
to
our
the feed.
podcast listeners, this
We
is
do not.
our okay.
Hey, we're gonna have at least one.
Hey, I'm gonna need you to get out of my ear like that, Tyler. Don't ever do that again.
Who this is this me? Hello, Tristan.
Don't do that.
It's God talking.
You got a lot to answer for, motherfucker. Get down here.
I've been looking for you for a while.
Stop
So
it.
have
My
I.
nipples
Get
can
down
only
here
get
and
so
put
hard.
on-
Why aren't you taking my calls, Tristan?
Listen,
Hey,
I'll
God,
take
it's
your
me,
call the
Margaret.
second you come down and meet me in a goddamn Denny's parking lot at 4 a.m.
I'm a busy man, Tristan. I need a starship.
I created Denny's and I created you, but that does not sound like a
You
fun time.
definitely had nothing to do with the creation of Denny's.
Oh fuck, you got me there.
Oh man.
I see your mic's queuing, but I don't hear you.
Who, me?
I hear you.
Oh.
You don't hear.
Whoops.
Discord's been
Whoopsie
having
doodle.
problems all day, so that's why I'm bringing it up. We ended up doing our last session like in an actual call.
This is
Yikes.
going to be a very garlicky cacio e pepe.
That's
put
the
too
way
much
it's
garlic
supposed to be.
That part came in.
I think I think Italians would disagree with you, frankly.
That depends entirely upon the Italian.
Okay.
Some might be a little upset because the addition of garlic, technically speaking, is not part of the traditional cacio e pepe recipe.
Well,
Cacio e pepe just means pasta and pepper.
well, it means cacio and pepe, huh? I don't know what cacio is.
Oh,
Though, so
Trev.
I guess.
Yeah.
Oh,
Anyway, to answer the actual questions before all the ear fucking, at the end of an encounter, you do a discipline or cool check, and you recover strain based on the little explodey ones.
And
Ooh.
if you have the grit talent, you regain an additional one.
Oh, great! I have the grit talent. I just took it.
Really?
That's not anywhere in the description, is it?
2 tablespoons.
I am up to 2 ranks in toughened, which means that my wound threshold is 18 now.
Wow.
Love
You-
that. Okay, I think.
Aim your guns at him.
I mean,
I don't.
what did you think I was doing last time?
I know.
What? I mean, yeah, the Force user's gone today, but like after that exchange, it's gonna
I
be,
know.
yeah.
What do you think
Yeah.
is better?
Well, that first combat's always going to be a little bit of like, measuring how we're going to do things.
Well, right, and I also like those guys were like for sure. The fun thing, I just noticed that they misspelled. Whoever made this PDF misspelled the word choosing in a bookmark.
2 S's and 1 O.
No, 2 O's, an S, and an E.
That's the Canadian spelling.
Ooh. No.
That's
Jesus
not even the
Christ.
Canadian
No, it's
spelling. Don't
not.
lie like that.
Look,
That joke will never
there's
get
a
old
lot of
because
things
no one is
wrong
going to
with
fact check me.
Canada. That is
Right.
not one of them.
Bitch, I will. Don't tempt me.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm as ready as I'm ever gonna be, frankly. Okay. Is everybody ready to go?
Yeah. You want to
Been
do our
ready for
cool
a
and
while,
discipline
okay.
checks that should have ended at the last session?
Yes.
Oh.
Everybody go ahead and do that before we do the intro.
Is it cool or
Um,
discipline? And what happens?
Roll a cooler difficult. I'm assuming difficulty 0, and then every success is a strain you get back.
Yep.
I didn't take strain, so
Good.
I took strain, and I
It's a
have
cool. What?
sorted. A cool
Yeah,
or
come on.
discipline check.
Oh, there we go. Cool or discipline, no difficulty.
Tam's got proficiency in cool.
I
have
do.
proficiency
You know what? I
in
have
cool,
to.
but I have 2 dice in discipline, so
I have to have discipline in cool because cool is gonna. I'm gonna eventually go into gunfighting, and that's requires cool. And it's unfortunate because cool, I think, is under presence, which I have a 2 of, and not very high, so it's gonna be a very low roll forever.
Right.
We're
right,
gonna be
right,
buying
right.
cybernetics not too long from now. Don't you worry, Trev.
Oh,
I'm
God
I'm
help
not
me.
branching into
Okay.
cybernetics.
I'm getting a
Okay.
profile headband.
I'll have
as soon as
I'll
I
have
can.
a mechanical cool bot attached to me.
Okay. Now that everybody's done that, please recover your yes, please recover all the stress that you'd like. Okay. Cool. Perfect. I think we are all ready to go. So without further ado, let's go. A long time ago in the galaxy, let me do that again. Jesus Christ, it's not the galaxy that's far away. It's a galaxy. Long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
Sam, there's just the one.
There's just the one.
You're good about yourself?
I do. I do feel, yeah.
I have to go hunt that down now.
Yeah, you're welcome. Last we left off, the crew of the Stormrunner learned some information from the cantina. They did a number of very, very fun things. One of those is resurrecting the head of a good old droid whose name escapes me at the moment.
J9.
J9, yes. You resurrected J9's head, which you ignominiously pulled from his broken up corpse. J9 lets you in on some of the knowledge that you have been looking for. In general, about the missing droid R4W9. This R4 droid apparently has some navigational algorithms that assist in the passing of the Kessel Run. You are currently on the planet Foremost, which is, as you can see from the galaxy map, just a hop, skip, and a jump from the system of Kessel. The Kessel Run, you can actually see it on the map there. It's through a little part. You can see that pink line there is the established trade route between the Pobble Sleheyron and the established trade route from Foremost to Kessel. There is that null space there is where the Kessel Run is made. So it's not the pink line, it's the gap between the pink line. Currently, y'all left the cantina after someone accosted a woman by the name of Zucata, a Rhodian woman at the bar. You fully beat the ever living fuck out of. You zapped him with a net of Gut Guro, the Weequay individual. You then left the cantina after the situation calmed down after a few minutes, and met with a full-scale ambush outside of the cantina. It was looking a little dicey there for a bit, but thanks to the efforts of Sari, pulling Terra Blunt fully off of a ramp and almost killing him in the process, and y'all's ability to somewhat on the rolls, but also your good aims in order to destroy a lot of the other people who were in the area, you were victorious. Some of you taking a decent amount of damage there, Kyvax especially, lots of wounds. But let's go ahead, and before we begin, we are going to go ahead and do what we always do before. I'm going to ask for a Destiny roll, please.
Oh, Snapple.
Let's take a look and see what we do. All right. Perfect.
Embrace the darkness.
Doing great. Yes. So with 4 of our 5 players present, Sari is going to be just directly off screen. You actually no. Sari will not be off screen, but since the character is not here, they will not be rolling. So we are starting with just the 4 Destiny points today. 1 on the light side, 3 on the dark side here. And we're going to cut now over to the desert town. Get some ambiance here. That's different from the cantina. The battle is over. This building fully here is on fire. The rocket that was shot from Kybax has fully ignited the partial canvas and slightly temporary nature of the structure. Y'all are not the only ones sort of milling about the street, you see there have been witnesses.
We're not milling for long.
So that I can lay the scene out. The fire is sort of spreading. The cantina doors are closed and locked. You currently have several people that are just fully dead. One of them is unconscious here. The woman is unconscious. The Weequay, Guro, he is fully on the ground. His eyes looking around at all of the carnage that was caused by your party.
I do want to be clear about this, because from the way you're pointing it, like we're murderous psychopaths. We did not start this fight.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. Yes, y'all all know that. But in the aftermath, there's sort of a lot of chaos going on, and the sort of people milling about are very quickly retreating back to their homes, locking their doors, the like.
We need to go now.
Yeah, let's go. Where?
We need to
Somewhere not here.
we need to take Daro with us?
Is he valuable to us?
He knows where to find his boss.
His Black Sun affiliated boss.
I took the job. I picked
All right,
up
come
Daro.
on.
You see, yeah, so I will say that Daro is looking completely dejected. Guro, the Weequay, is looking absolutely terrified. Spear for Axis is fully unconscious, fully on the ground. You guys have looted him and collected all the loot from the scene.
I am going to take the binders off of Guro and tell him, now run.
Fuck. And he sprints away.
I put binders on Daro and pick him up.
You pick Daro fully up?
Yep.
Okay. Alright, so we talked about your encumbrance.
Mm-hmm. We've taken all of his weapons and equipment off of him at this point.
Okay.
So it's just him.
Trev, you're
Okay,
breaking
cool.
up.
I can't even
I'm
hear
breaking up.
Trev.
I didn't say anything.
Sorry, Tristan.
Is this better?
Yeah. I mean, it sounds great to me. Kyle, are you having a tough time hearing him? Because he's
Just
sounds fine.
him though.
Oh.
Like it's not transmitting him.
Oh. Interesting.
Hold up.
Okay.
That's weird. Can you hear me now?
I can hear that one.
Okay.
Like I'm seeing
mute for a
your
moment?
circle turn on, but not always coming through.
Interesting.
As I said, Discord's been having problems all day.
Okay. Cool. Well, if it ever becomes a problem, we'll stop and we can maybe come up with some other audio arrangements. But, Kyvax, go ahead and give me, in order to fully lift him, you are currently, you're not currently encumbered, but you are at 13 of your current threshold.
Yes.
This will put you over your encumbrance to lift him up. I believe his brawn is 3, and he currently doesn't have any equipment on him. So that would put you over. But you are still able to carry him with, I will say, as standard, the athletic checks to lift someone if you're not encumbered is 1. To lift it, 1 if you were to become encumbered is 2. So it's give me a difficulty 2 athletics check.
Okie dokie.
And I am going to add a setback die because you are, you were shot at a lot.
Okay.
Which I
In
don't
that
see
case,
reflected on your sheet.
The Jack returns.
I took 2 stim packs.
Oh, okay. Then that's fine.
So do I still get the setback dice, or?
No, you can take the setback dice off. It's just difficulty 2.
Okie dokie. All right, let's see what I get.
Okay. Perfect. Yeah, that works. Just flat 2 successes. Yeah, you are able to go ahead and lift him up.
Kind of fireman carry him and just, all right, let's go.
Okay, so where do you go?
Where exactly? Earlier, when we did investigating, we kind of figured out which direction the people who took the astromech went.
Yeah,
The warehouse district.
Yes,
Yeah,
the
we're
warehouse.
gonna head that way.
Okay. You know that the alleyway that this occurred in was over here. Was up and to the left. You guys found J9 in this alleyway. And so you all sort of head that direction. I am going to ask for a brief marching order, just so that we can get you all where you're going.
Cam's gonna be number 2.
Okay.
Lionel will take up the rear, but now that we're no longer carrying a metric fuck ton of water, I'm eyeing up the rest of J9.
Okay. Cool.
Unfortunately, my pack mule is carrying Darrow, so.
We do have that grab cart.
Do we have
not
the grab?
anymore.
Carts are inside of the cantina. The cantina's doors are fully. You heard them seal.
Dang.
Okay.
I'll just
Sorry,
grab.
I
I'll grab
asked
an
for a
arm
march-
and a leg.
Okay. I asked for a marching order as we go over there.
Yeah.
So I heard Cam was in second. Who's heading this? So it's either
I'll be
Kavak or Cam.
third. I was gonna move, but I don't know where to move to.
I will move. I have the heavy blaster pistol I picked up out and my rifle's holstered.
All right. Y'all begin to head. Sort of everybody follow path. Head down the alleyway. Perfect. Let me get rid of the. You see, Sari fully takes up the rear. She is not speaking at all.
We're just assuming she's there. I said I took up the rear, but the other two stopped moving.
I have out a billion questions, but it is not the time for them.
For sure. Lina, you see the rest of J9. One of the legs is straight scrap. Like, it was put into. He was sort of thrown into a trash compactor that was already kind of full, but the leg was fully crushed. Like, there's no way to sort of salvage that. You see the torso and 2 arms in there, and then you see a leg buried all the way back. Let me. What is your current? I just want to make sure that you're actually able to lift this. So on your own, you're going to be able to lift. The torso is going to be about what you're doing, I would say. Unless you want to try to be over encumbered, in which case that would require.
We're in the middle of something. She's just gonna mentally look around, memorize where it is, and hope it's still here when I get back. I got the important bit.
Cool. Perfect. Y'all all continue. Kybak, you see that to the right is the residential neighborhood. To the left is the warehouse district, and it does expand further than this map. I will tell you that where you're. Oh, jeez. Sorry, Matthew scared the ever living fuck out of me. I'm sorry. Give me 1 second.
I'm at.
Hi. Thank you so much. You really did truly scare me so much. Yeah. I love you. Thank you. Oh God. You're okay. Thank you.
I'd like to follow the trail I found earlier as far as I can follow it.
Okay. For sure. Yeah, we can go ahead and do that. You continue on to the left. For the purposes of brevity, I will Kybax, go ahead and give me, since you are in the lead, go ahead and give me a. I'm going to ask for a survival check.
Okay.
Um,
Difficulty?
Go ahead and do it. Difficulty of. I'll say difficulty of 1.
Okay. Would anyone be opposed to me using a light side point here?
Go
Yeah,
for
go
it.
ahead.
Right. Holy crap. All right. Kybax, as you continue sort of down, as you continue around the corner and down, you see a lot of a lot more like hurried footsteps as you continue down the road. Sorry, if you guys want to drag your tokens and follow me around the corner.
I would love to once people start moving.
What?
Just leave Sari behind. Don't worry about dragging her.
Yeah, I will.
It's assumed
Okay.
she's here.
We sort of continue on. You see a lot of footsteps coming from a door right over here. It looks like a ruined old warehouse.
I turn on my thermal vision. Anybody inside?
Your thermal vision works at what distance?
Medium.
Give me just one moment. Oops. Measure. You did not detect. You detect one small. Well, actually, no. You detect 1, 2, 3 sources of heat.
All right. So at this point, I'm fairly certain this is where they all came from.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take Davos or what's his name? Daro.
Yep.
Daro. I'm gonna take
Yep.
Daro, and I'm going to kind of put him down. I'm sure there's a pipe somewhere that I can kind of hook him to.
Yeah. For sure. Yeah, you see sort of a water handling system.
Yeah.
Right here with a bunch of tubing and pipes.
All right. Set him down, uncuff him, speed the cuff through, cuff him again, so that he can't, escape.
Yeah, he's just silent. His head is down. Doesn't really resist.
I'm gonna
at
be
all.
back for you. And if I find that you're gone, I'm gonna find you. And you ain't gonna like it.
He just sighs.
It's probably best if you're here when we get back. Like, seriously. Lionel walks past.
Hold up a fist to tell him to stop. Everybody stop. Hold up 3 fingers. And I motion towards the door.
Cam pulls her blaster.
Yep. Unholster. Well, pull it out of my pocket.
Holster my pistol, pull out my rifle, and I open the door.
Okay. Oops.
Oh, dear God.
Alex, ignore that. Sorry. Close your eyes. Fuck. There you go. So, give me just one moment. All right. You find yourself in a very dark warehouse. Give me one second. The only light that you see coming in is from just windows. The sky tinted outside, it's now completely dark, is like a purplish blue color. So the light sort of streaming in from outside, from the natural satellite that orbits Formos, is sort of creeping in here. Let me just get rid of these guys. You find yourself in a warehouse. There are a lot of tall so you see that there are a lot of shadows coming up. These boxes that you see here are all multi-level. You see that they're stacked up to the brim. Almost, there's maybe 5 feet between the top of the boxes and the ceiling. You enter the room. It is very, very quiet in here. Give me just one moment. I'm making a roll right now. Just give me 1 second before you proceed forward.
Should we make stealth rolls?
Are you being stealthy?
I was intending on it.
Okay. Yeah, that would be great. So, yes, everybody please make a stealth roll. I will say it is very quiet in here, and any sort of move is going to... Yeah, give me just 1 second here.
When you say dark, how dark is it?
So your vision is currently what you're seeing. So there is dim light in the room. You're not in total darkness. It is not brightly lit. It's dimly lit.
Would the situation be improved by putting on my tech goggles?
Yes.
I will say in this instance, no. It is lit up enough to the point where your tech goggles would not make a true difference.
So in other words, I should put on the tech goggles and start shooting lights when things get bad.
The only light that you see right now is just the light coming from the window, which is right here.
I do love that 3 of us have dark vision, but it's all different flavors of dark vision.
Yeah.
Right. Tam, you're with me. Lana, Cam. Y'all take the right, we'll take the left.
Oh, okay.
Be careful.
Cam nods.
Okay. If you guys are being stealthy, I'm going to require a difficulty 2 stealth roll.
Quick rock, paper, scissors with Lina to see who goes first. Dice
Difficulty
everywhere.
2 stealth.
That's one thing I love about this system is just how colorful the dice are.
Right.
Shit, we sneaky.
Hell yeah, we sneaky.
Okay, cool. Yes, you are all very, very quiet. You're walking on the sort of balls of your feet, and you may proceed.
Remember, clear your corners. And
I'm stirring my Cacio e Pepe. I can't move my token.
Yeah. It will be assumed that you are right behind me.
I think Cam would prefer to lead Lina. Because that's her little sister. She's not going to make her little sister go first.
Well, you were too busy stirring dinner.
Oh God. You guys are all moving. Okay, sorry. This is just very interesting. We didn't really play a lot with dynamic light in
So I just want to see what you guys all see, and that requires me to click through your tokens. Okay. Climax, as you begin to turn the corner, give me a difficulty 1 perception check.
A cheese clumped again. Grr, arg.
Add more pasta water. Sorry, or just cook the way you want to cook. I don't know. I'm not an expert. So, Kybax, you hear a very faint flapping noise. And then it's
identify what it is.
It sounds like wings of some kind.
I'm tap the side of my helmet to catch Tam's attention and motion eyes up.
Look up. Slowly.
You do not see anybody flying above you, if that's what you're looking for.
Looking for like a vent maybe, or I don't even know what it is that he hears, so I should have maybe asked. But
it was basically Kyback saying, "Don't forget to look up."
Oh, sorry. In that case, he looks up and goes, "Okay." It keeps going.
Okay.
Cam and Lina should buy throat mics.
Why?
Because then, in situations like this, we could talk without being potentially overheard.
I don't think in this situation we need to talk. We use our super secret handshakes.
Well,
yes.
Cam's going to sign that she's got eyes on what looks like some light or a campfire or something.
Lina nods the affirmative.
So Kybax, as you move forward, and let me see what. Yes. So Cameron and Kybax, those light sources that you see, they are emanating from those orange sort of pulsating lights. You see that those are heat lamps that are being used as light sources. Very much like Luke in Empire. That's sort of what you're looking at. Kybax, as you continue moving forward, you see what you see. So you see a couple of hammocks. That flapping noise happens again. It's closer to you than where you are right now.
I do a quick scan. Do I see anything?
You see 3 sources of light. So you see one as you sort of round the corner. You see one here, and a thermal reading here.
Mechanically, my infrared vision only removes setbacks from darkness.
As you round that corner, Kybax, it's the Toydarian puts his hands up. Please, don't kill me.
None of that came through.
Kyback had the rifle on him, kind of lowers it off of him after a second.
Please don't kill me, please don't kill me.
Right. And why would I do that?
Why would you kill me?
Why would I not?
Why would you not kill me?
Give me a reason.
I don't want to die.
Do you have any information that I can use?
Well, you haven't asked me anything yet, man. Put it down.
What do you know about, what is his name? Bandondova.
Oh, please. Oh, don't. Oh, man. Oh, no. We don't. I don't call him that. I call him the big guy. Like he wants to be called.
All right. What do you know about the big guy?
Okay. So I don't know. I really, truly don't know anything. All I came here to do was talk to Darrow, and you killed him. So please don't.
No, he's alive. For now.
You did. Oh, okay. So I recognize you from the bar. Obviously, I was there. I came. Darrow gives me some credits if I rat on people. Please, I know it sucks.
Mm-hmm. And you don't know anything about the location of the big guy. Nowhere that Darrow goes to meet him. Does he have a comm link?
Listen, man, I don't know anything. I report to Darrow. Darrow apparently reports to the big guy. That's his deal.
What do you know about an R4 unit that was abducted off the street?
An R4 unit. Well, sort of moves around. It's Darrow had been looking.
Use your words.
Darrow had been looking for one, and if we, oh my god, I can't believe I'm doing this. He sort of walks over and opens a crate, and inside, I knew I'd forgotten to do something. Fuck. Is what looks to be an R4 unit. The R4 unit is currently. You see that there is. You see the R4 unit is there. It is in good condition. It is currently connected to a computer system, a small, sort of almost handheld size computer system that's sort of set on the ground next to them. There's a bunch of cables going into the R4 unit.
What exactly is that?
Ina's going to make her way towards it while he explains.
It's... sorry, what was your question?
What exactly is that? Talking about the computer. What is it doing?
Listen, man. I'm just a spy. I tell Darrow when some other types come into town, other smuggling gangs.
To be clear, you don't do that anymore.
Well, yeah, I assume that you've killed everybody.
You don't live here anymore. You're leaving today.
Give me Jesus Christ. Give me
coercion.
Give me a coercion check. I'll give you difficulty of. Yeah, this
guy's shitting his pants. It's difficulty 0.
What's this guy? Give me 1 second. It's gonna be difficulty of 2. It's gonna be difficulty of 1 with a boost die.
Okay.
Is that not a single success?
No, but it is 3 advantages, so I don't know what I can do with that. Let's find out.
Could he maybe spend 3 advantages to give my charm roll a boost die?
Hold on.
Let me look. Skill kind and advantages. Coercion.
Would you allow me to spend 3
3 advantages for the triumph effect for coercion.
Triumph effect for coercion. Yeah. that works. That's
What's
very
it do?
funny that it says that. The triumph effect is target becomes recurring subjugated ally. So what happens is he goes, listen, man, I'm very much a follower. Y'all seem way cooler. I just please don't kill me. Please don't kill me.
We don't want you dead.
Give me some space to work.
We want
Move.
you to leave tonight.
I don't have anywhere else to go. I mean,
Cam will pull out 50 credits and hold them out towards him. This is more than enough for a ticket off this rock.
Okay. Yeah,
Ooh, could you do me a favor before you go?
Yeah. Who are you?
She's asking you for a favor.
Yeah.
In the dumpster next to the cantina, there's a good portion of a protocol droid. If you could drop that off in the space dock, that'd be great. And then she goes back to work.
Jesus Christ. Lina, that's so traceable.
Lina, give me...
Fine.
No, this is great.
No, please. Give me a charm roll. It'll be
have any charm.
It'll be difficulty of 2. I'll give you a boost die because he's shitting himself once again.
Can I assist?
You can.
I only roll 1 dice for assist, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Hello, man. We've just scared. Please go dumpster diving for me. No?
I can't fix that.
Oh shit. You see, he looks at you and says, how about you fuck all the way off? Thank you for the credits. See ya. And immediately sprints away.
I have a wrench. I throw it at him.
Give me a ramp. Give me a
wrench roll.
It's an improvised weapon that you're throwing. Go ahead and give me a ranged. It's gonna just be a flat brawn roll. So roll your melee, and it's gonna be. What? What's the difficulty for this? It's difficulty 2. Come on.
That's hilarious.
What's your brawn? 2?
2.
Plus 1 is 3. You do 3 wounds. It hits him right in the back of the neck. Yeah, fuck you guys, and runs.
Cam, can you grab my wrench? And I go back to work.
Cam will go grab the wrench, bring it back,
a bunch of fucking
and hand it to
bozos.
Lina by gently bonking.
Sorry,
her
what
on
was
the
that,
head with
Tyler?
it.
A bunch of fucking bozos is what you guys.
I asked him to do something nice as he left. He told him, "Fuck you." I threw a wrench.
Excuse me.
All right.
Cam gently bonks Lina on the head with the wrench to signal that she has it to give it back.
No, thank you. Okay, little guy. What's your problem?
Lina, give me a mechanics check. It'll be difficulty of. No, this is pretty common. Yes, you. You see that this. Oh God. Jesus Christ! When did you get that much in mechanics? God. Sounds like you're good at that.
No.
You see that the droid has a what's the thing called?
Restraining
Motivator?
bolt?
Yes.
Restraining bolt, that was it.
It has a restraining bolt attached to it, and it is currently in a deactivated mode.
Okay. What about the actual computer? I don't want to just start flipping switches.
Lina, you think they're trying to extract the navigation algorithms?
Probably. I just want to make sure if I unplug him, we're not going to fry his brain.
Okay, let me pull this up. Give me 1 second. I do. Okay. Thank you. Didn't scare me that time. Thank you. Oh my god. Everybody say hi to Matt. He's bringing me food and pizza because he's the best
Hi,
guy
Matt.
ever.
Matt, we appreciate you.
They appreciate you.
You know what we appreciate about you?
That's what we appreciates about you.
He would get that reference. He's in Letterkenny and he watched it without me, so I haven't seen it yet. Give me just
That's
one
what we
moment,
appreciate about him.
Yeah, so Lionel, on second thought, go ahead and give me a mechanics check, just difficulty 1.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Don't be sarcastic. The gods will punish you.
So this is what Saoirse felt.
So, you see, yep, so the designation on the droid is R4W9. You see that he
W9, like the tax form?
Yep.
Okay.
He shows some signs of mistreatment. You see that there's dents. There's a lot of like oily and gross handprints all over him. You see the iron that the restraining bolt is made out of matches the iron of the tool that you lifted from Darrow.
Oh. The iron spanner.
Yep.
Yeah. Lina rummages through her pockets and pulls that out.
Yeah.
I'll probably do it.
You recognize this now as a somewhat primitive but very effective means of pulling off a restraining bolt.
Okay. Once I am convinced I can do this without damaging the RE4 unit, I will remove the restraining bolt.
Okay. With the tool, it is still it's not certain that you're going to be able to do it, right? But I mean, so I will require another mechanics roll, just difficulty 1. This game's fun.
Let's see. Advantages on a mechanics roll. Superior repairs. I get boost eyes.
Yeah. So the first thing you do before you do that is you just wipe them off. The poor R4 droid, it now looks not new, but still like has some dents on it that could be sort of pounded out. You see that the screen of the computer, as you're going to remove it, you see the blinking green screen on the portable computer. It reads configuration complete, coordinates compatible.
Oh.
What color is this astromech?
Huh?
What color is the astromech? I just realized we never got a physical description.
It is it looks very, very similar to the one that you just put. It's blue, sort of dark blue chassis, silver treads. It has green inlays and not red inlays, but yeah.
Okay.
You sort of attach it to the restraining bolt. You hear the do I have a button for this?
Yeah. You have an entire 10 droid sound effects. I believe they're gray.
That was a mouse droid.
Yeah, they also say mouse or protocol or, astromech.
You see that
There's words on the buttons.
I see them. The astromech sort of looks at you and begins chirping at you. You see that the little portable computer, it has a translation mode on it.
Just let me, and I just gently pull up the computer. I don't speak binary, so give me a second to read.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so
I would figure if anyone on the crew spoke binary, it would be Lina.
Yeah, definitely.
I gave up after one.
You see the screen sort of lights up and says, J9B8 is my friend. Is he okay?
He's not doing well.
Looks at the droid, holds up a hand, and does and wiggles her hand side to side like sort of
50-50.
You hear the droid go, whoa, whoa.
His body was destroyed, but I recovered his head, and I was able to turn it on for a bit, so he's recoverable.
Okay, good. The men that attacked us, are they still around?
He looks over at Kybax. Yeah. We just stunned a bunch of them. One's outside.
Is that man
you
Darrow?
stunned
Is that man Darrow Blunt?
Yes?
Yes, it was him and his thugs, his petty, stupid thugs, that stole me and destroyed the best friend that anybody could ask for. Since becoming free, I have not experienced the things that other sentient beings have done. The destructiveness, the hatred. You all seem pretty intense, and that's kind of strange.
Yeah, sorry, we got all tied up in all this, so I'm going to try to fix your friend, but I don't have most of his body and the time or resources yet, but I'm willing to put some time into it. Cam actually owns a courier company, and she offered him and you a job. Not as property as people.
True.
Lina, go ahead and give me a this is going to be a charm roll, and I'm going to put it as difficulty of 1, and I'm going to give you a boost die since you mentioned that you also offered it to J9.
I don't have any light side points. I am nowhere near my ship. Do you want to take this conversation back to my room?
Dear God.
You guys suck at hiring.
Can
That's
it
because
assist?
you're. It's all about who you're asking to do it. Can I make the point that the face is not the one being allowed to do the hiring here?
I was informing him of something Cam had said.
Okay, I'll allow Cam to assist.
I would just like to make my own attempt.
That's fair.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Yeah.
Right.
Hand just comes off of side screen, just covers Lina's mouth.
Lina, could you move a moment?
Yeah. Step aside. I just hold the computer so she can read it.
All right. Camel, step up. Kneel down next to the astromech. I would like to formally offer you a place as a paid member of my crew. We made J9 the same offer. We're a small courier service, just one ship, but we're trying to do right. We're not smugglers. And let's just say that I am intimately familiar with what it feels like to find yourself lost and alone. and the former captain of the ship was kind enough to take me in and give me a place. And I would like to extend that same offer to you and J9.
Wow. You make a good face, Jack.
You.
Okay. I will give you the same charm roll. It'll just be difficulty run, and I'll be giving you a boost die.
All right, here we go.
Great. You see the droid takes a moment, looks at all of you. You see his head sort of looks around, stops for a moment on Kybax, and then looks back to you, Cam. As long as J9 is with me, I believe that this presents a good offer, at least in the short term. But I am afraid of reprisals. From what I gather, and for being a courier service, you are all very, pretty heavily armed. Sort of looks over at Kybax again.
I'm a Mandalorian. Weapons are part of my religion.
Okay, period. Looks back at you. I don't know what that means. Okay, period. But a lot of the younger people at work say that, and I don't like it. Anyways.
It's a line from The Mandalorian.
Right. R4 looks at you and says, I accept your offer. It seems that I am not the best. I'm a fair mechanic, but I do not have the skills to put together a full protocol droid, and it seems that you, looks back over at Lina, have the ability to mend, at the very least, minor faults.
Yeah, it should be a fun project.
You should know that Kybax, she gestures to Kybax, accepted a bounty on the guy who told the person who assaulted you to assault you.
Yes. Bandon Doba is his name.
You know where he is?
He sort of stops in the middle of a sentence on the screen. It's kind of weird. It has like a little dash, like he's interrupting himself. There's a computer attached to me, and I don't like it. Can we do something about that?
Yes, but you should know that none of us speak binary.
I speak binary.
Oh, she unplugs the computer.
Ow.
Oh, okay. There was a proper way to eject that, but okay.
No.
You see the R4 unit sort of shakes like something has been, like a bandage has been ripped off.
Damn it, Cam.
Sorry.
And I believe that they were attempting to. Some coordinates were loaded in externally. I was locked out of them when I was in the restraining bolt. They are probably still on the computer. I don't have for whatever reason, I don't have a way to access them. But blue one, purple, blue. Looks over at Lina.
Lina looks at her hands. Yep, yeah. I guess depends on the light.
I always thought there was more blue.
Perhaps.
Anyways, I can't speak binary, so I'm not hearing any of this because someone unceremoniously plugged the computer.
You see, the top of the droid has a. Oh, actually, yeah. So the front of the droid has a holograph emitter. You see, sort of expands out, and you see, Darrow and the Weequay and Spear all sort of carrying. It's from the perspective of R4, carrying R4 down sort of all alleyway. Sort of cuts forward. They sort of bang on him with like some wrenches, and they plug in a computer, and you see that they enter in some coordinates. And
do we know what those coordinates are?
It's what I'm trying to communicate to you is the coordinates need to be accessed on the computer. The angle is such that the sort of portable screen is sort of blocking the display of the hologram. So,
okay,
Cam will get out of Lina's way.
Yeah, excuse me. R4, could you just roll over? Thanks. Okay.
Y'all understand this is gonna put a price on our heads as far as the Black Sun is concerned.
Oh, I'm sure I've got a price on my head for the Black Suns.
Okay.
What's Tam doing during this? Is he sleeping?
He's on the hammock, but when that Black Sun comes up, he goes to open his mouth to say something and then just says nothing and just says never mind.
So
you'd like to
yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, something you'd like to share with the class, Tam?
Me? Nah.
Is that a lie?
No. He really doesn't have anything to share.
Oh, okay.
Alrighty then.
So I'm assuming this stuff is locked behind some firewalls or passwords.
Yes. So, you see that the basic, you see that there's a pretty, I would say to you, a more complex than normal encryption on this. You see that this is sort of a jerry-rigged display and sort of like a home kit sort of thing. Definitely some decent encryption. Give me if you're trying to access it, give me an average difficulty, so difficulty of 2 computers check.
Okay.
I will say because you know what you're looking for, I'm gonna give you a boost die. And keep in mind, the more advantages that you roll, the more information I'm going to be able to tell you.
Unfortunately, we still don't have any light, so I can't boost my own shit. So there's literally nothing I can do to increase these at this moment. Alright, well. Fucking send it.
Oh my god.
All the dice in the world.
Really?
4 advantages, though.
I will say, you see, God, yeah, the system here.
It's weird that advantages aren't also successes.
Yeah, it's just narrative-wise, I guess it works like that.
But with an advantage under computers, you can, quote, uncover additional information including additional assets, owner's personal journals, well-concealed defenses. So I don't know.
Isn't that
So-
only if you succeed, though? Or have successes? I shouldn't be trying to. Never mind. I'm
Yes, you
keeping
should.
my mouth shut.
Whose team are you on?
Kyle's team apparently. So
Yeah. So yeah, no, there are positive consequences even on failure.
yeah.
Yeah.
So here's
So-
what you find. I will, because I'm not going to gate this right now. I will say that you find the coordinates, but the coordinates point to an area in outside of normal hyperlanes between where you are and where Kessel is. You see those coordinates. They don't have a hyperspace sort of marker on them. This would be going into potentially very low charted or uncharted waters between where you are right now. Basically, a point on the Kessel Run is where these coordinates point.
Oh, that's not good. Yeah.
However,
That's in the middle of a super cluster of black holes.
I'm going to, yeah. I will say, I have spend ideas for 3 of those advantages. I will give you some more information with all 4. So, you find the coordinates. The failure comes in. You like the fact that you're going to need to make a astronav check based on those coordinates. And that astronav check is going to be very difficult.
Yeah.
However, you also poke around. You go through the file directory. You see a couple of other files. The first one appears to be a log of some sort. You see they're using shorthand here because obviously this isn't meant to be like a proof. It's meant to be sort of innocuous as you look at it. So you see this text here along with several strings of numbers.
I'm checking all the places this information might come in. There, no, there, no, there, no, there. Aha! What?
And you see that repeated on different dates.
Huh. I have no idea what that means. Hey, Cam?
Yeah, what's up?
This make any sense to you?
I'm gonna look over.
Yeah, you see, it's basically listed on what the Star Wars version of a word processor is. It's like Star Wars Word.
Our word.
Star Word. Yep. God, you're so good. So
Unfortunately,
see
that never came to on my end.
Star Word.
I heard that.
Okay. You see that sort of sequence of it's different numbers at the end. You see that repeated around 24 times, and you see that time stamps go so it's listed in. So like the most recent is on top, the most in the past is to the bottom. You see that the most recent one was probably 4 or 5 cycles ago. I'm sorry, rotations ago.
These look like coordinates to me.
They do not look like coordinates. Go ahead and give me an underworld check, and I'm gonna say because it's.
Oh, that's going to be me.
Yeah, I will say, yeah, whoever would like to take the lead on this. Jesus Christ.
What?
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, I guess it's all intellect, right?
Yeah,
Um,
I'm super smart and incredibly embarrassed that Tam's on board.
I will say, one of you can take the lead on a underworld check. And
Oh,
then
I
one can
got
assist.
Underworld.
I believe
what's the
that's gonna be Lina.
Yeah,
Hold
what's the
on.
difficulty on it?
It is going to be, because it's sort of listed out in a very shorthand way. I'm going to say difficulty of 2 on this.
Okay.
I am going to go ahead and, because of that, I am going to upgrade one of the difficulty dice to whatever the worst one is.
Nice.
So
Upgrade difficulty.
the challenge die.
Yeah.
Is it something that
Alright.
maybe I can assist with? Because I can take away a setback die at least. I don't know if that means anything or helps here.
There are no setback dice currently in the pool.
Mhm.
Okay, well then in that case, I'm trained in it, but I'm not very smart. So take it away, Lina.
Okay.
Take it away.
I think that would allow you to do a trained assist.
Yeah, so you would lend a proficiency die to it.
Okay.
One extra yellow dice. I
Do I have to roll for that?
Yes, but wait
After
until
Lina.
Lina rolls the primary.
Got it.
All right. So I'm going to roll with my 1 proficiency, 3 ability, challenge, and difficulty.
Yep.
Send it. This I succeed at.
We can possibly get more advantages, so go ahead and roll your yellow die, Tam.
Oh, whoops.
Lina's all focused, doesn't see Tam creeping up on her.
I'm going to keep the yellow die because I believe that's all we're rolling. But
Oh, yes.
okay, yeah,
Okay.
that's an additional success. Good. The word bales in that it's so a bale of something, right, is a large grouping of stuff. GS, it appears to be an abbreviation for something that has to do with Kessel. And that is Glitterstim.
Glitterstone?
Glitterstim.
Glitterstim.
Stim.
Do they say that out loud?
Yeah, does Lina say that out loud?
Yeah. Oh, this is Glitterstim? Oh.
That's a pretty heavy drug.
Yeah, she turns to address Kybax and then sees Tam looming. Yeah, it's not good, no.
This just went from the Black Sun putting prices on our heads to the Black Sun actively putting kill teams out on us.
Well, we might be able to turn a pretty profit if we sell it.
We're not selling Glitterstim.
Yeah, Cam is just staring at Tam with the most what the fuck expression on her face.
I'm just saying it's worth a lot of money. So
Yeah, but no amount of money is worth what it does.
fair enough.
Okay, so we're not interested in the Glitterstim, but is it saying that there's a Glitterstim cache at those coordinates?
Or the amount and the dates they were being shipped.
Oh dear.
Wait a minute. The Black Sun didn't have this information.
No.
This isn't the Black Sun's drugs.
It's the Empire's.
And she looks down at R4. Your old masters.
You see, it literally says that. All that I knew about my former and Kybax is translating, I'm sure.
Yes.
All that I knew about my former masters was they were the smuggler of smugglers in their heyday. They retired, fairly wealthy, and then once she died, me and J9 became free. I don't know what she carried. I don't know who she carried it for, but I know that it made her fairly well off.
Okay. Yeah. So if we just delete the information and never talk about it again, we'll be okay. Right?
I don't know. If this is a glitter stim cache, the Black Sun will stop at nothing to get it.
So
I'm sort of torn between deleting the information and risking all of our heads and just letting them have it. What'd you say, Kybax?
Trading the information for Banter.
To clarify, Darrow had this information. He's the one who inputted it into this computer.
Okay, so it's not information they were pulling out of the astromech onto the computer. This is logs that existed on this console.
Oh,
okay.
They
so
were using the astromech's algorithms to plot a hyperspace route to it?
Yes.
Okay. So they already know it's there, so getting there would be the problem.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, if we could go over Bandon's head into the Black Sun, which I have no idea how to do, and that seems incredibly dangerous and slightly stupid, they might actually gift wrap him in exchange for this information. The problem is R4 still has the algorithms. And if what he says about his former owner is true, that's almost priceless to any smuggling operation.
Well,
And if they figure out we have R4 and not just this information, that's going to be a problem.
Well, it's far be it for me to suggest a course of action here. I'm just the cargo man. But why don't we just walk away, turn around, pretend we've never been here, and call it a day?
Because we still have the job to capture Band and Doba.
I mean, it's just a job. We've already done a delivery. We can find another job. Many other people out there.
Tam, I'm going to forgive you for suggesting that because you don't know me. But when I take a job, it gets done.
All right.
And we did promise safe harbor and employment for R4 and J9.
No, that's never been the question. The question is what we do with this information.
Lina, there's other stuff on the computer as you're sort of looking, and all of you are sort of braced with the oh no, like very forbidden knowledge, like we need we're in it now is sort of the attitude that you guys are sort of dealing with. Lina, there's some other information that we see in here. You see a couple of files very similar to that. There are sort of different, not invoices, but just sort of records of shipments. Yeah, you see Darrow's hot nudes. And yeah,
why does it go to the left like that?
They have a pill now that anyway, so you continue scrolling forward and you see A lot of these sort of delivery manifests, a lot of them are for things smuggler adjacent, so a lot of sort of Imperial weapons that were being brought back and forth from along the Sleheyron route. You see records that of the different smuggling operations that were sort of taking place on Foremost before Darrow sort of took over. There were several. I mean, this place during the rebellion was sort of seen as a draw of a lot of like sort of folk hero-esque people. A lot of people who are either unaffiliated with the rebellion or the rebellion sort of. You see like people being the smugglers sort of sell to both sides, so they you see that smugglers were actually responsible for supplying like medical sort of supplies and weapons to the Imperial garrison that was stationed here a while back. You see that they were the ones who sort of put up a large sort of anti-air encampment on the base itself so that they could defend themselves just in case people were to come knocking. The last file in the sequence is you sort of go through the directory. You see a file that is just named this. And do you go into that file?
Just named this? Like the word this?
No, the word so it's in the chat. The word
Oh,
pass.
because I thought that was Tam saying pass on Dara's OnlyFans.
No.
Oh no. Never.
Yeah.
No, he ain't passing.
Yeah, no, she'll go into this. Or, sorry, pass. Mm-hmm.
Excuse me.
Oh.
Oh, I love Matthew so much. He got me some Diet Cokes and some wings and some pizza, and now I'm just so happy. Oh.
And that's how you know you married the right person.
Okay. Star Wars is very important, but I just need to put this on the record. I love Matt so much. It's crazy. Like, he's so great and so amazing and so wonderful. And I really, sorry, Star Wars. So
he's standing right behind you, isn't he?
No, he actually isn't. I freely say this.
I'm joking.
Yes, is there a gun pointed to the back of my forehead? Yes.
Yeah.
The back of your forehead?
Yeah, the back of my forehead.
It's so
I'll
weird
let you
that
guys
only
process
you
that.
come in with every chat. Like, it's exclusively Tyler is the only one that actually shows up every time they speak. Yeah, not you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Weird.
It's gonna be a really boring episode. Normally, it's me that gets the audio all fucked up.
So it's just me that's...
You come in with every word you say. Jack, most of them. The other two, not as often. Unless they start really talking.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay. So you go into that sort of file that's named pass. You see a shortwave radio signal. It's like a compressed series of frequencies that are designed to be broadcast by a ship's navigational computer.
Ooh. Assume she has some sort of data stick or something I can take that with.
Yeah, I'll you definitely have that on you. Just something, just like a portable data
USB drive.
like a pad. Yeah.
Yep. Gonna take that. Wherever we're going, I just found the doorbell.
What makes you think we're going?
Well, if we decide to go anywhere, I assume the coordinates.
R4 sort of looks up and starts beeping kind of frantically. He looks up and says, "Listen, They almost killed my best friend, and they're not getting off scot-free. I don't care where they are. And right now, I mean, I'm sure that there have been some extracurricular activities outside of the place that I've been stored. I see that, but from the general state of you guys, if they hurt my friend, and people shouldn't just be able to get away from.
We're taking down Bandandoba. That's not a question.
Okay, it just sounded like y'all were sort of wavering on that, and
the only thing that's
No,
up
I
for
was-
debate is what to do with these coordinates and all this information.
well,
I think I've gotten everything I can get out of this system, so she just kind of looks at it and then looks at Kybax and just nods her head towards it and mimes shooting it.
Cam will
He
take
shoots?
a step away from the computer.
He shoots it 3 times with his pistol.
okay. The computer is completely destroyed.
Looking down at the smoking computer, she'll look over at Lina and say, I assume you backed up anything that might be valuable before you said that.
Oh, I knew I forgot to... And she pulls out the little data drive. And shakes her head and starts walking away.
Jeez.
Right, well, R4, time to get moving.
All right. And it begins rolling behind you.
That, by the way, I'm Cameron. This is my sister Lina, Uncle Kybax, and this is Tam. He's here.
He winks. He winks it off for.
And that's sorry.
Nice to meet you.
Oh. She goes, hi. R4 says, well, you can either call me R4 or W9, but one of the two. There are a lot of R4s out there, but
I'm gonna call you W.
W?
W.
Let's
W?
Let's call him something other
Fuck
than
it,
W.
that's its name. That's its W.
W.
God fucking damn it, that's its name now.
Well, seeing as Kybex is the one who can understand him, if he says W, it's gonna be W.
Yeah, it's W.
All right.
And that is
Okay.
what we W.
Yeah. You see W follow. It's stuck now. It follows up behind you. Okay. So, R4 beeps up at you, Kybex, and says, they probably have some stuff here if you guys need anything.
I could definitely take use some stuff. Let's find out what they got.
All right. Go ahead and people, is anybody else looting?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess Cam will. Waste not, want not, and all
Yeah.
that.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
You
May as well.
there is perfect. Go ahead and everybody give me a perception check. You can opt to either do a perception check of difficulty of 1 or a perception check if you're really being hardcore and intense of difficulty of 2.
Take the 2.
Yeah.
I'll take the
I'll
2.
take the 2.
Easy game, not even hard.
All right.
Well, what can I do with 3 advantages?
For perception, that's a good question. Perception, that's a good question. Freak out.
You notice
Recall-
extra things.
Recall additional information about object noted. Okay,
Huh.
so so all of you pretty much did pretty well. Cameron, you're sort of looking in the wrong place, but you do find in time here, you see right over here is at one time it was locked, but since they needed it and then died, a small armory case is in here.
Where?
A large sort right here, right where you guys are standing.
Oh, lovely.
Inside of the armory case. So to give you sort of a decent idea of where you guys are right now, a lot of the crates are just there for either cover or to hold like foodstuffs. There's not a lot of, there isn't anything illicit that you find in the crates themselves. There are a couple of things in here. There is a bunch of like couches and chairs and hammocks. There is an old-fashioned sort of stove and larder for preparing stuff. This right here is a disgusting chemical toilet. Has not been emptied in a bit. The cabinet that serves as their armory. You guys pulled a set of keys off of Daro's belt, and you easily unlock it. There are various tools in here, along with 500 credits.
So
Awesome.
that's a easy 100 credits each.
Absolutely. Let me pull up. Give me just one moment. There are a couple of different pieces of tools and equipment. You see a med pack.
Ooh.
You see a couple of handcuffs, like binders, just like in there. You see three restraining bolts.
I do
Right.
take the binders.
You see two sets of breath masks and respirators. You see like that. These are being posted in the Discord. The things that Han and Leia are wearing outside in the cave. Sort of an oxygen and nitrogen mix tank. Sort of a full face sort of deal. You see 4 ration packs. Hopefully somebody's writing this down.
I am.
Okay, good.
And if people say they take it, I delete it off the list automatically.
Okay. What else is in there? And that is about it. Yeah, so you guys already have all the weapons that they were in here, all of like the slug thrower rifles and all that good stuff. The 500 credits, and that is it. That is in there. Who rolled the best?
Hello.
Line up.
Technically, Tam did.
Yeah, technically.
Yes, Tam rolled with the 2 advantages. Well, 1 success, 2 advantage. Yeah, because the additional successes don't really do it. So on the bottom of this crate, you see like it's bigger on the inside, it's smaller on the inside than it looks on the outside. Tam, you see a small electronic locking mechanism that was sort of covered by all the tools. A small little pin pad. And what looks to be a small safe that is sort of integrated into the design of the cabinet that's currently locked.
You know, look here. Let me see if I can work my magic, and I crack my knuckle. You didn't hear that, but I cracked my knuckles, and I see if I can open this lock.
All right.
Now,
Yeah.
I just want to say that this is the most stressful thing about this entire character. I don't know when I use skullduggery. I don't know when I use computers, and I didn't know which one to train.
Perfect.
And
So, skullduggery agility is going to be for manual, so either one can apply for this one in particular. You see that there is two mechanisms that lock this thing. One of them is a computer-based lock with a very, very small display readout that you could go towards that way, or there is you can try to pry the door open manually with a skullduggery agility.
what about like hot wiring something? Would be like a
Hot wiring something? That would be more of
Skullduggery cunning, I think.
yeah. It would be more something. It would still be skullduggery, depending on what you're hot wiring. If you're hot wiring like Han Solo does in Return, that would be like skullduggery cunning. If you're trying to hotwire like something to start up and run, like a speeder or something, that would be more mechanics.
all right. So in this one, I can do agility. You said, or I could do cunning.
Yeah. So
said
I would
cunning.
for this one it would be skullduggery agility, your better one.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna say this is going to be difficulty of 2. This is it has sort of like a tight seal on it. You have to use some tools to get in there. You have sort of files that go really, really thin. Go ahead and get difficulty 2, skullduggery agility.
All right.
Wow. That bitch pops open. The triumph. Let's see if there are any specific effects for skullduggery agility. The triumph. Yeah, you see that if you want to access this particular thing again, for anything that is specifically like this, where it's like concealed things, like false floors on the bottom of things, you get a sort of that the tool that you have, like that, a very, very thin sort of long wire, is your best friend and will get you a permanent reduction of difficulty for things like this, on a case-by-case basis. That's what the triumph gets you. So you get a standing advantage on all containers that are similar to this.
Nice.
And you get into this. Inside is a container of is what looks to be a very sparkly container, a small vial. Let me take a look here. Actually, you would not be able to see inside of it, but you see a small, it almost looks like a small ration bag. It's completely black, completely opaque, not see-through at all. You see that 2 of these packets are sitting at the bottom of this crate.
Okay. I take them both out, and I show them to the team. I'm like, so, who wants to open these up?
Ina takes a step back.
I say, I guess it's me. And I sit down on the hammock, and I start to open up the pouches.
Are you sure that's wise?
Tam and Tam only, please give me a underworld check. And this would typically have a setback die to it, but because you have a thing that reduces setback die, you don't. So this is going to be difficult. This is an underworld knowledge check. Give me difficulty of 1. as you go to open it. Nope.
Ah.
So you open it. For the briefest of moments, you see a beautiful, prismatic, shimmering powder on the bottom of this case. And as you look at it, it melts away into nothing.
Oh.
And you're left with an empty packet.
Oh. It's down the drain. Okay. I think.
How many pouches were there? Was that the only one?
There were 2.
Yeah, there's 2. I toss the empty one down to the ground and I say, I think this is filled with some very valuable substance.
Is
Since
that
I know
glitterstim?
since I know your opinion on this substance, I'm not going to open it. However, I just want to say, perhaps we could keep it in the back pocket in case we need this little bit of extra cash here and there. Maybe, just saying. If not, I'll go along with the gang. I ain't one to ruffle any feathers.
All right. Does
Uh,
anybody do anything with the second packet?
Yeah, I have it in my hand. I'm just gonna hold it. Just
Okay.
keep it.
your funeral, man.
Holy shit.
Oh, what am I missing?
That's what it does? Oh.
Wait, what? What am I missing?
You're not doing anything. I'm just reading the
What did I do? What did I miss?
you literally did nothing. Yeah, you guys all see that the empty packet is on the ground. Oh, excuse me. The empty packet is on the ground and looks completely empty. Tam, as you tuck away the other packet, excuse me. What is your next step here?
While we've looted this place to the ground, let's leave.
I mean, look, I'm probably, I might do this. How about this? I don't want to cheese anything, but never mind. Forget it. I'm not gonna do it.
Oh, well, to cheese anything. Okay.
Forget it. Just
Are
never
you sure?
mind.
Are
I'm
you
good.
sure? It sounds intriguing.
No, it was not intriguing. But what it is me backtracking on an action, and I don't want to backtrack on an action. So
No.
I mean,
Okay.
yeah,
That's okay. All right. So you all, are we all departing?
I suppose.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
You head back out, and you hear, as you exit the building, you hear just sort of the sounds of the fire from deeper into the town. You see Darrow is still sitting there, handcuffed. He sort of looks up at you. Did you find what you were looking for?
Some of it. Where's Bandova?
Man, if you found what you're looking for, you don't need any help from me.
All right, so that's confirmation that he's at those coordinates then.
You can take what he would like as any meaning, but I could not possibly comment.
Can I make some form of roll to try and determine?
I'll give that to you for free. That seems to be what he is implying. Yes.
Okay. Okay, good.
especially
Hey,
since we have the R4
I am
unit rolling
autistic.
with us.
Do not do hints. Don't
No,
understand.
I got you.
Right then. Y'all don't have to come with me. I can find a ride if you don't want to, but I've got to go after Banter.
I think R4 would very much like to stay with you. And well, J9 can't move alone. I've got him in my backpack right now, so I look over at Cam. I think we're going.
Yeah.
Right then.
I mean, Tam, you could come along still.
All right. Sounds like a good idea.
Kyvax kind of rolls his eyes a little bit.
I mean,
So-
if you wanted to.
Let's just get back to the ship, because the sooner we get back to the ship, the sooner we leave.
Lina looks longingly at the trash in the corner. I'm not getting the rest of J9's body, am I?
I mean, I could carry it. I'd be encumbered, but I could do it.
Ooh. Here 4. Come with me, you can carry the torso, I'll get an arm and a leg.
What are we doing with him, by the way?
Oh.
I take out my pistol and I stun him.
Well, all right.
Wow.
You should. Oh God.
Okay, Kybax?
Go ahead. Yeah. Well, no, this happens.
Yeah,
Go
this
ahead.
is Cam talking to Kybax after he does that.
Oh yeah.
Something is happening with my internet. Give me one moment.
Shoot
While
someone and then
we're
leaves.
waiting, Tyler, we never got stats for this modified quick draw blaster pistol, and I want to put it on the equipment list, but I don't know what it is.
Yeah, let me get you that here.
For
If
some
you
reason,
look-
the Stormrunner will not load.
If you
Uh-oh.
if you look up, give me just 1 second here. Give me one moment.
We want me to just stay.
I will give you the stats for them. I have them written out.
Oh, okay.
You might just need to. Because I think if you look up quick fire blaster pistol,
Yeah.
I believe that's what it is. But
Okay.
let me just confirm.
No, I already got those up. I just didn't know if there was any further modifications, but I got it.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah. So as long as the damage is 6, the crit range is 3. Essentially, to draw those, what the modified quick draw blaster pistol is, you can just draw that as an incidental. You don't have to spend a maneuver to draw your weapon.
Got it. Okay,
Dual
cool. Thank you.
pistols.
Mhm.
So they have the dual attachment, I guess it would be.
I think
The
there's 2 of them.
Yeah, so there's 2 of them. Yeah. There are specific rules for 2-weapon combat that Daro, had been using his actual weapons, he would be using. Those are on page 210 if anybody is so inclined.
Okay. Yeah, this particular blaster pistol is in Fly Casual, so it's on page 43 of Fly Casual.
Gotcha. Yeah, if you want to just note what it does, as long as that's fine. Just know that you can draw those as an incidental. Just like note that somewhere, and then
Okay.
you should be good. Because that's all the quick draw feat. That's all the quick draw mod. That's all that does.
Got it. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. So we're heading to the ship. It sounds like, is that right?
Yes. As soon
But,
as we grab the rest
after
of J9,
Kybax
and I use
stuns,
R4 to carry the big old torso.
Oh yeah, sorry, Jack was talking.
After Kybax stuns the guy, Cam is going to turn to Kybax and say, as much as I hate advocating for further violence, the first thing he's going to do when he wakes up is try to warn Bandon Doba that we're coming.
Fair. Switch to kill.
I don't
Chewing the
Okay.
gum.
know how I feel about this.
In order to so this is actually a thing.
Mhm.
In order to fully kill this person who you have taken prisoner, I will require a spend of a light side point. As the dark side comes into your brain.
Kybex,
Yeah.
why don't we drop him off with the troopers?
I was going to say something similar.
Idea. He might
Why
have a
don't
bounty.
we, rather than kill him and make sure that we get followed, why don't we misdirect them and maybe make sure they lose them?
I think we just turn him into the stormtroopers over there and see if we can't get some money for him.
Give me so. Kybax, I'm still going to ask for you to make a damage roll for me.
Now, this is on
Yeah.
the stun setting, so it's stress damage, not.
Do you mean strain damage?
Stress damage. It doesn't go to wounds, it goes to strain.
Perfect. Yeah. Okay. As long as it's on the sun setting, then you're fine. Yeah, he is fully unconscious and will not be conscious for a very long time.
Uncuff him, lift him, let's go.
Okay. You all make your way. I'm going to just cut to the splash page. You all make your way over to, I'm assuming, the ship. The night, the dryness of the atmosphere sort of sucks out all of the moisture in your mouth as you step outside, and it's a pretty decently long walk to the spaceport. You're tired. You've been in a very intense fight. The fire is sort of raging behind you. You see that there are sort of a volunteer fire service sort of working on the fire. The sort of fire is lighting your way forward down the long trail where the merchant stands were sitting, where once they were sitting fully full, are just completely empty. Take a bit as you're sort of walking. You all just sort of feel the marked nature of what you are. Just sort of, you've learned some information. This information is dangerous. Just the sheer knowledge of it makes you a target. You head back to your ship. You see your ship is still there, still in the condition that it was when you left it. You sort of walk by. The water merchants are nowhere to be found. It's sort of a ghost town in the spaceport. It's about midnight local time. On foremost, the like bluish gray moon is sort of sitting high in the sky. You see as you walk through the doors of the spaceport, meeting you on that one side are three of the four stormtroopers that you met before. They all still have their hats off, and they are all visibly armed. They all have blaster rifles on them. The lead one sort of looks up at no one in particular and says, "So we have heard some pretty interesting reports. The ambush. I'm assuming that's Daro. Yep, that's Daro Blunt, all right."
I dump him on the ground.
Okay.
Oh, great.
You see that he's just sort of lost for words. I would get out of here as quick as possible.
That's the plan.
Okay. Your clearance has been met as your exit. And safe flying.
Take care. Stay safe.
Sort of walks away, come on, idiot. Sort of picks him up. Takes him through sort of a security door to the sort of far end of the spaceport, and you are all back on your ship, the Stormrunner.
Lina is visibly more comfortable. R4, come here. I'll show you maintenance, and we can drop off J9 and the engineering room.
Lina, get those engines spooled up.
Will do. And then I can show you the engines.
Cam goes right for the cockpit.
Kybax follows her.
Right. Spooling up the engines. You can just set J9 over there by my workbench.
Oh. Places it down. You see that he sort of looks at an astromech sort of slot in a very rarely used slot and sort of sticks his input into the hole. And sorry.
Oh, does he? Does he put his input into the hole?
W puts his input into the hole. And sort of begins beeping and translating. I have a funny feeling that they will need me in the cockpit to assist with navigation.
Yes, yeah. No, I just wanted you to drop off J9, and I'm going to get these spooled up. I hit a little, the intercom button. Cam, W is going to come up and give you a hand.
Copy that.
Okay. You see that he hooks his input into the navigational array, and you see that he begins uploading his navigational algorithms into the nav beacon. Give me one moment here.
We're gonna need to get token.
We're going to need to get what?
R4. He's gonna need a token, or W. He's gonna need a token.
Yeah, I know.
Part of the ship, part of the crew.
Yeah.
Okay. So, is anyone? So we're taking right off, I'm assuming.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. You are provided clearance, and you take off, and you find yourself after as sort of the camera pans away, going through the atmosphere, hitting some turbulence on your way out, and you find yourself back in the comfort, back in the safety of space. So, the galaxy is yours as of right now. You see sort of the gently blue atmosphere of Formos sort of moving its way underneath you. You get to a safe hyperspace distance, and you are pretty much set. Now, before we move on, I am going to go to the bathroom, number one. Number two, just number one, actually. And I will be right back.
Okay. Tristan, can you give me a full sentence? Good talk.
I think he was having trouble with the internet still, right?
Yeah, but I know Discord's also been having trouble all fucking day with you two, so I didn't know if it was one or the other.
Now, I was just thinking, I don't want you to blow a gasket or anything, but you know what would be nice? Never mind. I was going to say it'd be nice
Say it, coward.
to. It'd be nice to stream your stream while we play.
Why?
But you know what? You have already. You're making videos. And you're doing a podcast.
Do you want to see my screen right now?
I just think it'd be neat. That's all. I withdraw my request.
It's like, what do you want to see? A bunch of little colored bars moving up and down while people yammer on?
No,
Documents that people barely.
Maybe, who knows?
Oh, you want
maybe
me
our
to see?
legions of fans would like to watch it live as it happens.
Legion singular, and it's you.
all those subscribers, you get all the extra banter that they miss from the YouTube videos.
What I hate is we are literally one button away from accomplishing this task. Because I recently switched how I do everything. I don't want to click that button yet.
Don't make me touch the button. Don't make me touch that button.
Don't touch that button. I'm going to touch the button.
Don't touch the button.
Yeah, and
I'm going to touch the button.
we've discussed streaming, but Tyler won't do it unless there's webcams involved. Because then it's just, again, people just staring at... Now, I'd be game for a webcam because you guys miss a fuck ton of emoting. Lina is very shy.
I'd need to be sorting out fucking VTube Studio before I agreed to that.
I'd be willing to do it, but
Right.
I would need to buy a webcam.
Yeah, I don't have one either.
Yeah, I'd have to pull mine out from my webcamming days back before YouTube.
Honestly, I don't care about any of it. I like to try new things. And I tried some new things yesterday while drunk, and it was great. I made
Nudge,
some
nudge, wink, wink, know what I mean.
Yeah, I made some animated GIFs and then got those GIFs to work in Foundry. So, I was playing with animations. And just shit like
I'm
that.
just putting it in your ear, that's all. Just dropping it in your ear. Who knows?
I actually have like a VTuber avatar set up. I just don't have any of the rest of the stuff I need.
Yeah, I just never bought a camera. I never even had one. I had to go out for this game to buy a headphone set with a microphone. Before not this game, but before Star Trek, before I ever played with you guys, I never played online.
I recently designed and 3D printed a sound barrier between my microphone and keyboard as part of my audio setup recently.
Can I just say I admire how industrious you are?
I do a lot of... I am very good at a great many things. Correction, I am very mediocre at a great many things.
Have approximate knowledge of many things. Frank, the human boy. How do you almost know my name?
I have approximate knowledge of many things. It's like every college student at finals ever.
Listen, all I'm saying is that if your test is multiple choice, you're not actually testing the knowledge of the person. You're just testing their ability to take multiple choice tests.
Yep.
But let's also be real. At almost no point in your adult life will you be in a place where you cannot ask for help.
Correct. And it's never going to be, your boss is never going to hand you an assignment and be like, hey, I need you to make the quarterly expense report, but you're not allowed to look at any of the documents.
Yeah.
Yes, all testing should be open book. We know this. All programming is stealing other people's code. Everything I do is half stolen. Actually, I'm going to have to
It's
edit our
not
credits now
stolen,
because
it's
most of
shared.
the maps we're using are made from DungeonDraft by me now. So
There are some things that, like, I know about the Star Wars universe that I don't know if Tyler wants Kybax to know. Like, I know why the glitter stem vanished is because the glitter stem degrades in light, but I don't know if Kybax knows that.
Yeah, it would
I
just
can
be
tell
a
you
matter
for
of
sure
a roll.
that Cam doesn't know.
Yeah. Okay.
Tam starts like scratching his nose. Never heard of this stuff.
Why? Do you have some?
For just curiosity.
So I can avoid it. So I can avoid it. Where specifically are those women dancing naked in the woods around a bonfire? I saw Marianne at the Devil's Sacrament. Girl, what were you doing at the Devil's Sacrament?
Handing out the hors d'oeuvres.
That's one. That's one thing. I was drinking in
I'm
my
a
buddy's
caterer.
yard,
That's my job.
and we jokingly brought up the fact that all of us had to shut down our Grindr accounts when we moved here because now you're all living next to your coworkers and you just be pinging off each other all the time. And then we're like, we should start a Grindr account and see how many of these houses actually ping.
Oh my
That is hilarious, actually.
You know,
Of course,
I
you
still
would
think
have
it's
to
just
do it in a
hilarious.
group because if you do it alone and they're doing it and your house is ping, then you got some splaining to do.
I still think it's hilarious how I think it was it 4 years ago or 6 years ago how a grinder went down at the Olympics because there were so many people at the Olympics who were on it at the same time.
God, imagine sniffies at the Olympics.
I think there should be the Olympics and
Maybe
then a
that told
second Olympics.
you guys more about me than about whatever. Never mind. So continuing.
I think that there should be two Olympics. One's the regular Olympics, and then the second Olympics is one where we let people do all the performance-enhancing drugs they want.
Yeah.
Let's really see how good we can get.
I'm of the opinion that in all of the Olympic categories, there should be one normal person competing. For context.
For context.
You guys are just walking Reddit, aren't you? I too have seen these memes.
They're
I didn't
great.
see it on Reddit.
Neither did I, actually.
All right.
I
so,
do love this story that like a consistent problem that is that people have with Olympic villages is that they never have enough condoms.
Mhm.
Like every Olympic village in history has had to order more condoms. Every Olympic
Yeah,
village thinks they have enough condoms and they don't.
I feel like they eliminated condoms for one of the Olympics because they're like, well, they shouldn't be having sex anyway. They should be concentrating on their sports. And everyone's like, what? And they're like, okay, all right, fine,
Well,
condoms.
You are gathering together a bunch of people from across the world who are in peak physical shape. They gonna fuck.
Clearly the most beautiful people in the entire world. All of them who work out ridiculously. Like, are you like they got some energy? Anyway, so let's stop about talking about fucking Olympics. So with that here,
Not to be
Okay.
mistaken with the fucking Olympics.
yes, absolutely. It's all about the Olympics. So you all find yourself on board the Stormrunner, sitting at a crossroads. Where are you going now?
Cam is going to tap the intercom. Crew meeting, mess hall, right now.
Cam, everyone's okay.
Everybody walks from where they're sitting
We all walk together.
to the mess hall.
Yeah, I didn't realize everyone was in the cockpit. Why were you in the cockpit?
I finished. I was checking. I finished. I was checking in. Okay.
All right. Trevor, are you back? I know.
No.
Well, this does include R4 now.
It does.
Moving me.
Are we... So, Lina...
And J9, if Lina wants to, like, plug him in under the table or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Lina, are
I'm
you involved in
just gonna go get a power. Yeah. She runs off and gets what she needs to temporarily bring J9 online. Just gonna grab this. Oh, here's his head. Oh, okay. Just clunk down a giant, like, lithium battery and a couple of spare wires.
You make pretty short work of it. J9 comes back to life. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh! R4! Fuck yes, hi! Captain, your meeting is assembled.
We have to decide not just where we go from here, but what we're going to do for the future. I'm going to start that off with one thing that I am absolutely not budging firm on. After this job, we are leaving hut space. We're not doing any more work for the huts. Not with the information we have, not with the people we have on this crew.
The huts are probably the only ones that could protect us from the stuns.
By doing work for them, by becoming spice smugglers. If you think they'll
We're
let us
not.
keep R4, you think they won't just take R4?
We don't tell them about R4. They didn't know about R4 to begin with, one. And two, if we leave huts, there's...
If the Black Sun knows, it's only a matter of time until the huts find out.
I cannot leave Sleheyron.
Why?
My kid.
I'm sorry, you're what?
The what?
It's my foundling.
You can have my room.
Everybody starts talking at once. What the fuck? Oh, God. You see your W goes, oh, well, this just got complicated.
It's just that, like, once you confirmed you said kid, just Cam and Lina just immediately moved on. There's like, yeah, okay, that makes sense. We have a spare bunk!
I'm trying to give him a normal life.
And you think Sleheyron's the place to do that?
I think that where I've got him is stable. And
On Sleheyron.
we're Mandalorians. But look, Maba is not a bad one to throw in your lot with. She's not the best, but if you make it clear you have a code, she'll use you for what you can do and not try to make you do what you can't.
I'm not going to trust a hut like that.
I don't trust anybody like that. And she knows as well as I do that the second that she asks me to do something that my code doesn't agree with, I'm gone.
not going to work with the huts, Quebecs.
I'm with Cam.
So where are you planning to go exactly?
Head coreward.
That is a terrible idea right now. The core's on fire.
Parts of it aren't. And the more stable of the Alliance systems will be hurting for transport. Because their traditional supply lines from the Empire are no longer functional. And we can carry a wide variety of cargo. As long as we avoid the systems that are in active combat, we should be fine.
What? Lina's mechanical arm holds up because she has a question.
Yeah, this is an open forum. Go right ahead.
Yeah. What if we find a new Sleheyron for you to set down routes, and that we could use as part of our new back and forth run?
A base of operations.
Yeah. This way you can have the stability that you want for Kai Jr. and then we are not in hut space. For Karga.
Hell, Kybax, we could drop him off on Mandalore.
No, we cannot. Did you not hear what happened?
Haven't heard the latest news. What did the Empire do?
Mandalore's gone.
What do you mean, gone?
They bombed the cities.
Like Alderaan gone?
No, not quite like Alderaan gone. They bombed the cities into oblivion. There's nothing left. It's a radiated wasteland.
Well, shit.
Okay, so not Mandalore. But there's still...
The Empire's been doing shit like that all over the core. They've been doing as much damage as they can possibly do.
We don't have to go all the way forward, just out of hut space. Because of... And she points at R4W. And other reasons, I'm sure. I'm sure we all have... And she kind of looks at Tam. Reasons.
So, above the board, GM.
Yeah.
Kyback would know a little bit about the politics of the gangs and such in this area of space. Do the Huts and the Suns get along at all?
That's a good question. The Huts are the regional authority in much of Hut space.
Yeah.
They control the stuff. The Black Sun is the greasy underbelly of Hut space, if there is one. The only way that the Black Sun would interact with Hut space is to do... It's a means to an end. They're not fully open. They fully don't trust each other. Some Huts have mysteriously disappeared. Some Huts are in open alliance with them. Because it's not like they have a council meeting of Huts. Each Hut sort of controls their piece of the pie.
Right.
So it's up to each Hut what sort of relationship they want to have, if they have a relationship at all.
And do I know enough about Maba to say whether or not she actually, works with them or not?
You fully... You don't know for sure. Maba definitely hasn't read you in onto what's sort of the deal with that.
Right.
You're definitely not on those kind of things. Maba is always, I mean, Maba is a hut. And
Right.
huts, you know that they're not to be trusted, but Maba's definitely on the spectrum of completely duplicitous and horrible to an upstanding version of a hut, which is still pretty bad. She's still she doesn't use slavery for manual labor. She uses droid slavery. Well, yeah. So she does have people who are indentured to her, but she doesn't mistreat them unless they fully are like giving information away to other people.
She punishes spies, but she doesn't mistreat the people who work for her.
Yeah. So you're really not sure. You know, because all the information that you really have about Maba is the stuff that you learn in passing when you get jobs. Whether that be simple courier jobs or tiny little bounties for people who have been messing up, encroaching on Maba's turf. This is definitely the biggest level of a bounty that you've had access to by a wide margin from Maba. This whole Bandon-Dova thing.
Yeah.
It's taken a bit of building up to actually even have the chance to do this. Hopefully that answers your question.
Yeah. Dang it. I put a lot of work into this. I built up a reputation here. It's gonna...
I really wish
All
you
right.
didn't cut out during then.
All right.
That would have been.
Look, all I'm asking for is we complete this job and just see what happens.
Completing this job was never off the table. We see this one through.
I don't trust the new alliance at all. As far as I can see, they're just more of the same what was happening under the Republic, and that wasn't great. I know you're too young to remember it, but they weren't. The Republic was far from perfect. And in a lot of ways, they were downright negligent.
Buybacks? The two alternatives are the Empire and the Hutts. And I will take negligent over actively malicious any day.
Fine. But when this goes sideways, because it's gonna, I reserve the right to tell you I told you so.
I'll accept that.
Okay, so we came to a decision of nothing?
Someone here has been conspicuously silent.
Well, I say, if we run from the hut, we're running from the hut. But if
That's
we
another
run
thing.
from the
If
empire,
we-
if we stay with, if we run towards the empire, running towards the empire. Let's just say that the hut, we know how they'll react in any given situation. The Empire, we don't know. The Republic, we don't know. The devil you know. The
Pam.
devil you don't.
Pam,
Yes.
I would just like to draw the distinction between not accepting another job and being on the run from. I'll
Ooh.
ask again, is there something you'd like to share with the class?
No, not
How much do you owe her?
Well, I mean, look, I did mess up a little bit. Tiny. And it was part of paying back when I do this job for you. I feel like if we go coldwards, we may think I'm a bit negligent in my payment. Oh. Just saying.
So, you said your debt would be finished after we finish this job?
There's no such thing as clearing a debt with a hut.
Unfortunately, that might be more correct than not. I mean, this is with a dent. I'm about 12K behind.
12,000 credits.
I'm sorry, what?
Look, it wasn't my fault. It wasn't me. It was me mates. I was running with a crew. They stole spice. They got away with it. They left me behind. I took the rap. It's not like I'm a bad
You're
person.
telling me you ran with a crew that stole 12,000 credits worth of spice from a hut?
Yeah? Again.
Oh.
Credits is credits. We took the job. They saw credits in their eyes. They took the money. And they ran. I didn't. I'm a good guy. Look at me.
That makes you stupid.
No. It
He-
makes me
he's right.
principled. Principled is what it makes me.
Stupid, in other words.
I said, look at me. Look at me. I'm too pretty to go around on the run the rest of my life. I need beds.
Oh, we can fix that.
I need showers. I need pampering. I need all sorts of the luxuries of life. And I don't have that if I'm on the run from Maber or any other hut.
To be perfectly blunt, you're not going to have that crewing with us either.
Well, at least it.
I mean, you're going to have access to a shower and a bed.
That's right. And, you know, sorry, what do I say? What's supposed to say? You know, the view is better. And he looks at Lida and he winks.
Oh my god.
Cam facepalm.
Lena is super interested in a crack in this wall here.
Kyback's just like helmet slowly turns.
Yeah, you see the W looks over and says, "What the fuck is this guy's deal?"
Look.
Yeah,
Bottom line.
J9 looks over and says, "Was that? What was that?
Look, bottom line,
Over your catching
trust-
strays?"
I trust you way more than I trust Maber. So I'd rather stay with you, if you'll allow me. But as long as I'm here, I ain't making any decisions. I'm along for the ride. You need my help? I'll help.
And the problem is, you just told us, and I respect the honesty, that you're a massive liability.
Well, This is a good ship. And I believe it could maybe outrun Maeva if we get to it. But I would rather pay my debt.
As long as we don't accept any spice smuggling jobs.
Hey,
Would you
I
be
wasn't the one
amenable
who
to sticking around till we can get this idiot's debt cleared?
I wasn't the one who took that job. I just worked for them. But I agree. I'm just saying, it would be very nice of you to allow me to accompany.
You understand that position that puts all of us in?
Well, I mean, look, if we stayed, it wouldn't be that much worse than it already is. We've already worked for Maeba. If we
Maeva
run,
finds out what we're carrying, I'll be lucky if she just takes the ship.
look, we've got the glitter stem. That's got to be worth a couple thousand. You know where there's more? We could maybe provide her with some
The
more.
drugs at the drop-off.
What she does with her spice is she'll do what she does with spice. She'll do it whether we're involved or not. So why don't we go get the spice, give it to Maeba, and call fair's fair?
No.
You think Maeba's really going to be that happy when she finds out that spice was stolen from Black Sun?
I don't
Well-
think it was stolen from Black Sun at this point. I think it's salvage. And they don't know who we work for. So
Okay, so allow me to rephrase. Do you really think Maeba will be too happy when she finds out that we gave her spice that Black Sun had staked a claim to?
What's fair in love and war? It's fair in love and war, right?
Yeah, but when they come knocking about it, and they eventually will, we're the ones who will get thrown under the bus for that.
what if we don't give her the spice? What if we give her the coordinates and the algorithm? If the R4 unit, if W is amenable to providing that algorithm, and let her do what she wants with that information. We bring her back
And if-
banded.
And if she asks us to get it for her, are we going to do it?
No.
W sort of speaks up and says, unfortunately, the algorithm is written into my BIOS.
Of course it
is.
Oh.
Where the algorithm goes, I follow.
Algorithm's
I'm
off
not
the
dying
table.
for the algorithm.
Right. So we just tell her the coordinates.
Which will be useless. We'd have to just supply her with the whole hyperspace route.
Which once we make the hyperspace jump, we'll have.
Yeah, but then she's gonna start wondering how we got it.
You're a very good pilot.
I am a very good pilot, but I'm not that great at astrogation.
She doesn't know that.
It's
yeah.
quadrant known. Sorry, Cam. Math was never your strong suit.
Look,
I'm
she
gonna get
doesn't
you
know
for
that.
that later.
And I've hyped you up as a very competent pilot. I'm sure we could pass that off.
At the end of the day, we could always tell an edited version of the truth. We got it off of Bandon's computer.
That is also a possibility.
J9 speaks up and says, well, conceivably, the frankly illicit materials that we find at these coordinates, if we are to believe the things that Darrow has said, once we go, that stuff, once we, I'm assuming, get rid of whatever we find there, Mine and R4's priority here is Banter.
Yes.
To pay.
Agreed.
The other option, and while I would never seek to comment on what we should do next, that's not really my function here. My function here is protocol. There is one other authority that would probably be interested in errant glitterstim.
The Empire.
From what I know about my master is she was not against working with the Empire if it suited her need for profit. And frankly, if we're looking to not have the glitterstim and not bring it back to Maba, either we keep it, destroy it, or give it back to the Empire because it's theirs anyway. They're the ones who mine it. It could perhaps bring us into the good graces of the Empire if we return smuggled drugs that were mined at Kessel back to Kessel.
The Empire's a thrashing animal. Bleeding out.
I agree.
Yes. But
I think that Maba might
Station
survive
on-
longer than the Empire would.
you're correct. But the mining station on Kessel is so far away from the fighting. They've probably got their whole garrison still.
That's true. Also, if we give the spice to Maba, we could give it to the Empire. We could do Maba a favor, do me a favor, and do ourselves a favor.
How exactly
is-
would it be doing Maba a favor?
That
We'd
is,
be
if
getting
there
a-
is in fact glitterstim at the location that I'm assuming we're heading to now.
Let's just go there and see what we find when we get there. Could be nothing.
No,
Could be we're
let me
working
tell
all this
you.
up.
That treasure better not be the journey and the friends we made along the way. I'll tell you that much.
There is something I'd like to discuss about that.
Which is
I think we need to make sure that us and Bandon are the only people who leave those coordinates.
agreed. What, you weren't planning to kill everyone there except for Bandon?
I wasn't planning to kill Bandon. He's worth more alive, remember?
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was planning to get rid of everybody except for Bandon. That was the plan the whole time.
You know I'm not particularly fond of violence.
That's okay, I am.
So I think the first thing we do when we come out of hyperspace is identify and target their ship and take it out.
What if Bandon's on the ship?
He won't be. He'll be with the goods.
Well, like I said, we need to get there and find out what's happening before we do anything.
Well, everyone, rest up.
Okay. W heads back to the cockpit and begins making some calculations. J9 is still sitting sideways on the table. This can sort of be where I hang out if anybody wants to talk. Oh, no, everybody's okay.
Cam will just set him up straight.
Oh, thank you.
We're going to work on getting you a body as soon as we can.
Well, would certainly appreciate it, and frankly, being ahead is rather anxiety-inducing for me, if I could have anxiety.
You
Mine
ruined
is
a
just
perfectly good droid, is what you did. Look at it. You gave it anxiety.
And with that, as everybody heads back to think on the implications of the knowledge that you have a destination. We're not sure what awaits you there, but we do know that it's probably going to be exciting. And with that, we will end tonight. We've reached a good stopping point here. I want to thank everybody who is listening or watching this on YouTube or listening on Spotify. I am Tyler, your good game master here for this episode of the Stormrunner. I want to thank everybody I'm playing with, and I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your week. See you later. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Later.
So, the most important question.
Yeah.
How much XP did we gain?
You gained 15 XP.
Huzzah!
Fuck yeah. Now I can end the recording.
The Empire.
From what I know about my master is she was not against working with the Empire if it suited her need for profit. And frankly, if we're looking to not have the glitter stem and not bring it back to Maba, either we keep it, destroy it, or give it back to the Empire because it's theirs anyway. They're the ones who mine it. It could perhaps bring us into the good graces of the Empire if we return smuggled drugs that were mined at Kessel back to Kessel.
The Empire's a thrashing animal. Bleeding out.
I agree.
Yes. But
I think that Maba might
Station
survive
on-
longer than the Empire would.
you're correct. But the mining station on Kessel is so far away from the fighting. They've probably got their whole garrison still.
That's true. Also, if we give the spice to Maba, we could give it to the Empire. We could do Maba a favor, do me a favor, and do ourselves a favor.
How exactly would it be doing Maba a favor?
That
we'd
is,
be
if
getting
there
a-
is in fact glitter stem at the location that I'm assuming we're heading to now.
Let's just go there and see what we find when we get there. Could be nothing.
No,
Could be we're
Let me
working
tell
all this
you.
up.
That treasure better not be the journey and the friends we made along the way. I'll tell you that much.
There is something I'd like to discuss about that.
Which is?
I think we need to make sure that us and Bandon are the only people who leave those coordinates.
Agreed. What, you weren't planning to kill everyone there except for Bandon?
I wasn't planning to kill Bandon. He's worth more alive, remember?
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was planning to get rid of everybody except for Bandon. That was the plan the whole time.
You know I'm not particularly fond of violence.
That's okay, I am.
So I think the first thing we do when we come out of hyperspace is identify and target their ship and take it out.
What if Bandon's on the ship?
He won't be. He'll be with the goods.
Well, like I said, we need to get there and find out what's happening before we do anything.
Well, everyone, rest up.
Okay. W heads back to the cockpit and begins making some calculations. J9 is still sitting sideways on the table. This can sort of be where I hang out if anybody wants to talk. Oh, no, everybody's okay.
Cam will just set him up straight.
Oh, thank you.
We're going to work on getting you a body as soon as we can.
Well, I would certainly appreciate it, and frankly, being ahead is rather anxiety-inducing for me, if I could have anxiety.
You
Mine
ruined
is
a
just
perfectly good droid is what you did. Look at it. You gave it anxiety.
And with that, as everybody heads back to think on the implications of the knowledge that you have a destination. We're not sure what awaits you there, but we do know that it's probably going to be exciting. And with that, we will end tonight. We've reached a good stopping point here. I want to thank everybody who is listening or watching this on YouTube or listening on Spotify. I am Tyler, your good game master here for this episode of the Stormrunner. I want to thank everybody I'm playing with, and I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your week. See you later. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Later.
So, the most important question.
Yeah.
How much XP did we gain?
You gained 15 XP.
Huzzah! Fuck yeah. Now I can end the recording.
The Empire.
From what I know about my master is she was not against working with the Empire if it suited her need for profit. And frankly, if we're looking to not have the glitterstim and not bring it back to Maba, either we keep it, destroy it, or give it back to the Empire because it's theirs anyway. They're the ones who mine it. It could perhaps bring us into the good graces of the Empire if we return smuggled drugs that were mined at Kessel back to Kessel.
The Empire's a thrashing animal. Bleeding out.
I agree.
Yes. But
I think that Maba might
Station
survive
on-
longer than the Empire would.
you're correct. But the mining station on Kessel is so far away from the fighting. They've probably got their whole garrison still.
That's true. Also, if we give the spice to Maba, we could give it to the Empire. We could do Maba a favor, do me a favor, and do ourselves a favor.
How exactly would it be doing Maba a favor?
That
we'd
is
be
if
getting
there
a-
is in fact glitterstim at the location that I'm assuming we're heading to now.
Let's just go there and see what we find when we get there. Could be nothing. Could be we're
Let me
working
tell
all this
you.
up.
That treasure better not be the journey and the friends we made along the way. I'll tell you that much.
There is something I'd like to discuss about that.
Which is?
I think we need to make sure that us and Bandon are the only people who leave those coordinates.
Agreed. What, you weren't planning to kill everyone there except for Bandon?
I wasn't planning to kill Bandon. He's worth more alive, remember?
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was planning to get rid of everybody except for Bandon. That was the plan the whole time.
You know I'm not particularly fond of violence.
That's okay, I am.
So I think the first thing we do when we come out of hyperspace is identify and target their ship and take it out.
What if Bandon's on the ship?
He won't be. He'll be with the goods.
Well, like I said, we need to get there and find out what's happening before we do anything.
Well, everyone, rest up.
Okay. W heads back to the cockpit and begins making some calculations. J9 is still sitting sideways on the table. This can sort of be where I hang out if anybody wants to talk. Oh, no, everybody's okay.
Cam will just set him up straight.
Oh, thank you.
We're going to work on getting you a body as soon as we can.
Well, I would certainly appreciate it, and frankly, being ahead is rather anxiety-inducing for me, if I could have anxiety.
You ruined a perfectly good droid is what you did. Look at it. You gave it anxiety.
And with that, as everybody heads back to think on the implications of the knowledge that you have a destination. We're not sure what awaits you there, but we do know that it's probably going to be exciting. And with that, we will end tonight. We've reached a good stopping point here. I want to thank everybody who is listening or watching this on YouTube or listening on Spotify. I am Tyler, your good game master here for this episode of the Stormrunner. I want to thank everybody I'm playing with, and I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your week. See you later. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Later.
So, the most important question.
Yeah.
How much XP did we gain?
You gained 15 XP.
Huzzah! Fuck yeah.